Black smoke is rising from Bruce Wayne's garden, with unconfirmed reports of loud bangs and a weird kind of aircraft seen in the nearby sky. Wayne spokesman Alfred Pennyworth says they're just burning leaves, but visitors to Wayne Manor are being turned away, and tonight's planned reception in aid of the Gotham City Zoo has been canceled. With the city in the grip of a crime wave, even the animals can't catch a break.
Lego Batman 2 DC Superheroes, and this is the Destination Metropolis level. And of course, yet again, it's another rail shooting, which is actually pretty interesting. I like this whole flying over the Gotham and Metropolis city. Or is it just Metropolis? Either one. I like the whole flying over the city and the ocean, trying to bring down this huge airship thing. Which would be even cooler if that existed in real life, and maybe the military has it, but they just aren't telling us. I don't know. Anyway, the whole point is to obviously take it down to where you can jump onto it. And first you'll just want to get rid of some of these guns that are shooting at you, and then use Superman's laser eyes to destroy the golden walls that are sitting there on the side of the ship. And once you do that, you should be able to shoot the turbine, no, not the turbine, the engine thing, and then you'll have to use his, or the jet, and then you'll have to use his laser eyes yet again, and that should take care of it for the first half. And this level is also really annoying just because of bad enemy placement, and that's because very often you'll have an enemy, only if you're playing on co-op. I don't know if you're playing on single player if this will happen, but oftentimes you'll have an enemy sitting behind the helicopter or the head of Superman, and you can't see it, and the level won't let you continue on until that enemy dies. So it's really, it really makes you wonder if they actually played this level, but I don't know, it's just weird. So if you, for some reason, aren't continuing on with the next part of the level, even though you've destroyed everything you can on that particular side of the ship, look down in the bottom right and left corners, and you should find an enemy that hasn't been killed yet. And if you're very, very, very unlucky, just because you are an unlucky person, then the game may have glitched out on you, because that does seem to be common with these kind of levels, but so far it hasn't happened to Scar and I once, and I doubt it'll happen to you, but as always, it is possible. So once you get to this other side of the ship, it's basically the same the same thing that you did on the left side. You just have to get rid of the guns so they aren't bothering you, and then get rid of the different golden walls that are sitting on the side, blow up the engine that's turning, and then use Superman's laser eyes to get rid of the golden grate on the engine. And it may actually just be a good idea to get rid of as many enemies as you can first, just so you don't have to deal with them later. And also, if you ever see any missiles coming to you, shoot them just so you don't die like Scar did there. But as you can see right here, there's a thing shooting, but you can't see it because it's behind Superman's head. And that's just kind of annoying, bad planning, I think. So once you get directly behind this airship, you'll want to obviously get rid of the enemies that are coming at you. And once you do that, you should be able to shoot down the rest of the ship by landing on top of it after I get interrupted by the cutscene. So when you're here, you'll want to open up these different golden points that are kind of keeping that barrier from, well, I guess they're powering the barrier that's keeping you from walking into the next part of the ship. And then there's 2 on the bottom, 2 on the top. You'll obviously have to fly up there with Superman. Once you get rid of all 4, the barrier should go down, and they should stop throwing Donkey Kong barrels at you. And since those barrels are shiny, I'm guessing if you play on free play, you might be able to use a power suit to blow them up and you'll get a mini kit. I don't know, I'm just guessing. And anyway, for the select part, this kind of looks like it should be a difficult mini-boss type thing, but all you do is use Batman's grapple to open up his screen and then shoot him with the grapple or Superman's laser eyes and he's down. So that was kind of anticlimactic. I cannot speak. Anticlimactic. No, that's not even right. You know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, use Superman's laser vision, not laser vision, X-ray vision to get the electricity to stop zapping this suit terminal and jump into it with Batman, which will give you the electricity suit. Then you come over to this other electric terminal, suck up the electricity, and that will let you bring it over here to the right, which will lower this platform. And then when you're here, jump onto the two levers, which will open up this golden wall, which you need to use Superman's laser vision to cut out a bat. And then walk into this next room, and if you're wondering, that glowing thing in the middle is kryptonite, so Superman actually cannot walk past it. And that little amount of kryptonite apparently doesn't bother him too much. But there will be a point later on in the game where he does absorb too much kryptonite, I guess. And you'll see that, spoiler alert, if you really care that much. But just block up the kryptonite by getting rid of the things on the left and the right, and then building the Lego bricks. Walk over here, use Superman's super strength. And inside this next room, you need to shoot down the different, the missile jet things, the missile, I don't know. Well, whatever they are, whatever those minifigures were in, you need to shoot them down so you can actually get in them. And once you get in them, that will allow you to shoot down, or not shoot down, but blow up the shiny silver boxes that are scattered throughout this level. Or not level, but this section. You know what I mean. And jump in, then I think it's the B button that fires the missiles, and just spam the missiles everywhere until it blows up. And you will want to blow up all of the shiny boxes, because if you blow up the ones to the farthest back of this level, like where Superman is now, then you'll be able to build these blocks to stop the droids from coming out and attacking you, and that is very useful just because you won't have annoying enemies trying to kill you. But it isn't necessary, so if you don't want to waste the 5 seconds it'll take to do it, then good for you, I guess. It really doesn't matter. And then build these two cranes, or these robot hand things on the left and the right, and then build the handles. Use Superman's super strength to Superman's super strength. Use him to open up the handles, which will give you this missile, and you will want to, if you can, jump onto the missile like Skar's doing here. And then use Superman's laser vision to get the missile going, which will blow up the next door. And then of course use Superman's ice breath to get rid of this fire, and this particular bridge right here reminds me a lot of BioShock, and anyone who's played BioShock will probably know what I mean. And by the way, just something that someone asked me, I do not use a script for my narrations. That's probably why I mess up a lot more than I should. And some people, I don't know, they just think I should spend the time it would take to write the script, and I don't use a script because it would take me 30 minutes to watch some 30-minute level, so I'd have to write down everything I would say, then I have to watch it again and say it off the script, and it would take an hour to do something that would normally take 30 minutes when I could have comical mess-ups, or sometimes it'd be even better without the script. I don't know, I just don't use scripts for my game narrations. There are some things I will, but usually not. So anyway, the point of this is just to get up onto the top, and you'll see where Superman is, you'll see that you need to use the bat suit, which Batman is now in, to break that glass, and once you break that glass you'll be able to fall into the pilot area, and that will be the end of the level.
Huh?
Not the way I like to travel.
Come on, cheer up, Sourpuss.
Not cool.
All right. The sun will be up soon, and the voters will be heading out to vote. Let's shut it down. Okay, did not need to turn off all the lights.